Good morning, students. Today we have discussed about the story of supplementary chapter 2, The Thief Story, Ruskin Bond. From this name story, The Thief Story, we can imagine that the story is all about a thief. Yes, the story is round about a thief, a young boy who make a friend with Anil and how Anil trust him completely, and after that how this boy betray him, and what at the end of the story, what is the ending of that story. Let's move on to this. First, the story is begin with that when the narrator is the young boy whose name is Hari. Okay, and when the narrator met with Anil, he was at that time his age was nearly 15 years old, and he was at that time he was very much successful at his professions. That means he was a well known thief at that time. But when he first met with Anil, he saw that Anil was watching a wrestling match very very interestingly, and at that time Anil was nearly about 25 years old, young boy who was tall, lean and thin fellow, and very much simple and kind hearted looking him. Narrators thought that Anil was very much kind hearted and very simple, and he thought that um, he was the purpose that he could be successful in his work. So when they first met, they introduce each other. They exchange their thoughts, and first of all first they introduce themselves, and narrators told his name was Hari to the Anil, and Anil also introduced himself. As the narrator told to Anil that he was Hari, but it was totally lie, because in every month he changed his name due to his profession. But Anil was unknown all that things, and he was very much easy. He was very much easy to talk with him. After their introduction, Anil talked about the wrestling match and the wrestlers who were oiled skinned and well bodied, and how they were each one of the wrestlers patted each other, how the match is going on, and everything. Anil only talked about that match also. But Hari was not at all interesting all that thing, because he did not know much about this match. But after some time, when Anil moved away from there, uh, our Hari, the narrator, also followed casually. And once again, when Anil said why he was followed him, he told that after a minute over, he told that he want Hari told Anil that he won't work for him. Sometimes he also also asked Anil that can he get some food for him. On hearing this, Anil told him if he can cook, then Anil could feed him. So quickly, Hari replied that yes, he could do this job, because though Hari did not know about the cooking, but he lied to Anil, and he was ready to cooking for Anil. At that night, Anil offered him to stay with his house, and in he told that at that night Anil Hari can cook for their food. Hari cooked, but it was terribly bad because he did not know about cooking, and so after eating, Anil took all the food for the street dogs because not um, it was not appropriate for eating. But Anil did not discourage Hari. He told Hari that might in next some days he could be a proper cook. So he tried to doing some heat. After that, Anil teach Hari how to write his names, how to write his address, and how to write all the numbers and countings, everything. From there, Hari read and write some letters and some equations also, and also he become a good cook simultaneously. For in that portion, we see that how Hari could achieve his purpose simultaneously. From that portion, we can get some questions also. So now we discuss the these questions. Who in the first we can say that who is I in the story. So, this I is the narrator in the story who is an young boy and is a thief. If you want to give the name, then you can write narrator here. I is the Hari who is a young boy and a thief also. Next question is what he fairly successful hand at? He has been fairly successful hand in deceiving and stealing money of his masters. Yes, it is the main purpose of his works. And what does he get from Anil in return for his work? He get food and accommodations return for his work. Okay, so all three questions, students, you do all three questions on your note copy, and in next class we will discuss the second part of the story. Till then, thank you.